back, everybody. Mouth's not moving at all now. What's going on? Well, this doesn't bode well. Well, this is the same model that we used yesterday, but I guess for whatever reason, his mouth is no longer moving. Still blinks though. Well, today we're going to be finishing up old Seraphis here. I think that the only thing that we probably won't be able to finish are his wings. But that's at least that's something I can do in Unity. For whatever reason, his mouth isn't moving. Why? I don't know why. Oh well. I'm not gonna be using him as a model today anyway. Thought I'd show him again. I'm really proud of the eyes at the very least. But today we're gonna be finishing him up. My mouth moving. Damn, not even my mouth is working. Shoot. What's going on now? I have no idea. Like my mouth's not even working. Got it though. Oh no. No. Ooh, the VC face in general is just screwing up today. Oh no, it's just broken all around. Well, this is gonna make it really difficult to test his shape keys. This is gonna make it incredibly difficult to test his shape keys. That's the one thing I wanted to test today, above all else. VC face, no! I'm at a loss. I am completely at a loss, everybody. I'm gonna restart VC faces. Hang on, let me go to this, like, settings. Fuck you. I think fuck these guys. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna restart VC face and see what. I'm disappeared. Also, oh yeah, we also got the throwing system working again. Apparently there was an update. There was an update. Alright, we're restarting VC. Apparently Oblivion classifies axes as weapons. I mean, I guess, I don't know, like a cutting axe would be pretty weird. It's a weird classification. Okay. Okay, it's working now. I just had to... I guess it was just a bug. You know what? I'm going to switch back to Seraphis now that it's actually working. What a start. Jesus. Pop up on screen. In threes. One. Damn it. Okay, there I am. Okay. Here we are again with Seraphis. So this is an unfixed Seraphis. This is the exact same model as yesterday. But today, this is just to give us a little bit of context as to what he's going to look like by the end of the show. So we're going to use this as like a before, and then after, when the stream is done, we'll have an after. Alright, but in the meantime, I'm going to switch back to myself. So people don't... Got lots of dragons to make. Gotta make my dragon, I gotta make one for the last giveaway winner, I gotta make finish off Seraphis, and then I got one more coming in the queue. That's gonna be an Anthro dragon. Alright, moving on to Blender. Or not Blender, Unity. We are done with Blender. I figured out why he turned pink in blenders. Don't have to go back there. And I'm pretty sure, I'm feeling pretty happy with the shape keys. Hopefully I won't have to. Unity. It looks like the Twitch integrated the tits throwing system actually got an upgrade. Now whenever you throw them at me, they kind of have a little more physics. Watch. Sometimes whenever you throw them, they'll bounce and then they'll like come back down. Like if they hit me on the top of the head, they'll fly up into the air, come back down. Like that. It's pretty nice. Alright. So, the shader that I was using, tried to put 2 textures on the wings. I got an update, an update recently, and I don't know fully how to use the update. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of at a loss of how to what I'm missing. There used to be like a little toggle right up at the top, right here, that said back face culling. And then you could turn it off and then show both faces. But now, that's not there. I don't know what to do. I messaged the developer of this shader though, so I should get an answer. Pretty sure it's not broken. Like I don't think it's broken. Something I'm gonna have to look into. But in the meantime, Seraphis, if you could decide between solid black wing or solid black webbing, white, black streaks webbing, which one would you? In case that I can't get this working in the long run, this would be the only shader that provides this. If you wanted it with 2 different colors. Right? Okay. Go with that. Homie. Is it? Turn off. Rendering that. Skull. Gonna be some gray color. I did some work on his shape keys. I can't really know what they're going to look like until we actually test them. So I think that's pretty much all I'm going to get his textures looking like they were before. Just going to set. Those still look like poop. For some reason, whenever I imported him with all the textures, smoothness on all of them were turned on practically all the way. Like before stream, he looked like this. He looked like he was like made of goo, something. Like that. Damn, it still didn't work, did it, Red Mage? Oh fuck! Come on, Twitch created throwing system. Oh, you know what? I probably need to. But I had to update. Hooray! Alright, sorry. I did turn my mic significantly down. Also, I keep scooting over the microphone. I think that it's working now. I don't want you to look like you're made out of a little bit. I want the inside of your mouth. It's me. Little shine. Albedo, I gotta admit. Claws never act. I was wondering why the horns were so smooth, and it's because we never actually added textures. Claws. Horns. Is that right now? Kind of funny. The next commission that comes up after yours, actually another black dragon, a very similar color scheme, but they got purple one. And it's a kind of funny. Still don't want it to be 1,000 more points tonight. I don't even know what Junior would do in Unity. Because a lot of things you do in Unity are he'd probably just boot up. He'd probably get bored and boot up. I don't think I've ever taught him how to use it. About those shapes. Unshaped. I think another thing I'm going to do. I think I'm going to try to make second hand. True. Well, no, it was you, there was Lady Alcazar, and there'd be this guy. And I guess Firecracker was technically a dragon, if not just a very fluffy dragon. I think Firecracker was. So lots of, yeah, I've made more dragons than I've made anything else. Usually want your shape keys a little more expressive. So that you come out too expressive, you can change them. Or you can just take them about halfway. You know, at this point, I think I'm just going to become the dragon guy, like the dragon modeler. I'm not just a person who models dragons. I am a dragon who models them. Which, if I ever could choose a niche to fall into, that's definitely it. I could do that. I could live with that. Not a lot of people get to decide what they do. This is one. I don't know if I'd ever get tired. I'll just... I could also make dinosaurs. I think that would be another. That would be another type of model. That's what I'll do. I'll be the guy who makes all of the dragon and dinosaur. Better than being the devil cosplayer. Like that getting me like exponentially more. I don't think I know. We're gonna test him just with those shape keys. Idea. What kind of form? I think this will... It doesn't even have all of the shape keys in it yet. Still... indicator of... These shape keys are screwed. I might just have to read. Currently exporting. Did we? Oh yeah. That's probably what I should do for you. No joke. I should probably just. No, I'm supposed to shoot Fire Emblem. I want to just honestly, I just want to get this guy done. I want him done. But instead of streaming Fire Emblem, I might just continue working all the way until like. I didn't get to do any work on him this morning. That failed. Exporting again. It takes a second. Especially for a model this big. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I didn't even use the shader this time. None of the materials on this particular model have the M-Tune shader. So I don't know why I can't export anything. I have that. It was the second I deleted it, I can export. Yeah, I don't know. Weird. Weird. Really kind of sucks. That means I can only do wings that are one color. At least until they fix that. I'm sure that. Maybe I'm just messing. It could be just as easily mine. Game dev is hard. Alright, here we go again. Alright, so you'll notice that his mouth shapes aren't really that unique yet, and it's because we've only put in just 2 of the shape key. But just from what I can see so far, it is significantly better. A little bit of outside. You're gonna have to also go through some of these settings. Every VTuber model has to setting, depending on. This is weird. I think this will be good enough for me. I want to keep him on though, because he looks cool. Because he looks so cool. Unless someone does like a small head redeem. It also helps me to see what he's going to look like while streaming. If he takes up too much space, see what would be like the ideal place for him. What do we shoot? Screen. So we're going to add in the rest of the sheet. Also, it continues to look good. And if it doesn't, then at least, and if it still doesn't look good, then I will know for sure that it's not any of the basic A, E, I, O, J keys. One of the extra. Helps narrow down exactly what I'm messing up. Ah! Seems like even in Seraphis' form, I'm not immune to the ice. Oh, that one always kills me. By all means, please, take my place. I don't want to be the Lord Dragon. My name is now Seraphis. I'm going to change my channel name. Seraphis. Seraphis Irvin. That's me. You can have my old name. You can have my old mom. Already got the name copywritten. Had merged. But also, I'll give you the. So VC face just does not use them. No matter how intense I make it. Oh, that one's never. I forget the end. I did. I forgot. That's cute. That's the kind of stuff I would draw on. When I was a kid, I drew. I used to draw a comic series. Like I would just take a binder I'd fill it with notebook paper. I'd just like draw some really rough lines, and I would draw comics, action, like basically some original stories. Nothing too. And what I would do is I would name the characters, like the main characters, after my friends and anybody who asked me if they could be a comic. I would make them character, put them in the comic. They were really poorly drawn, you know, because I was just a teenager. Didn't really put any effort into it. I was sitting there doing class. But people loved them, despite that. They sat down and they passed them around school. Half the time I wouldn't even know where my comics were. They would just, like, I'd ask like, hey, what, you still have my comics? Like, no, I passed them on to so-and-so. And I'm like, okay, I go to so-and-so. Hey, what do you know where where my comics, where my binder is? And they're like, no, I finished reading it and I passed it on to the what's-her-face. I went to go to what's-her-face and I'm like, hey, do you know where my binder is? And she's like, yeah, well, I took a bunch of pictures of it so I could read it later, but I passed it on to my friend. And oh God, it was so funny. Here's the thing that, like, it got pretty popular, right? Where like everybody would read it, but you know, anything that gets even remotely popular in school, eventually, like, the teachers hear about it, right? Have to do something. No fun on our watch. Well, what happened was they heard that I was creating. We're dying. Because obviously, you know, it wasn't like, they weren't exactly cutesy comics, you know, they weren't like newspaper comics. They were action-based comics. They're the good guys kill the bad guys, you know? So, but they heard kill, and then they heard that I based the characters off of my friends and other students, and what they immediately thought was that I was drawing comics where I was acting out some kind of school shooter fantasy or something, where like I was drawing comics of me killing my classmates. So they immediately, as soon as they heard about this, they confiscated the comics from whoever had them and sent me to the principal's office, vice principal's office, who was a colossal sack of shit that he rot in hell. He shows me the comics and like, hey, do you care to explain these? I'm like, what? I do draw. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I do draw in class, but I get all my work done. And they were like, no, can you explain why you were drawing comics of you killing all of your classmates? I'm like, whoa, hang on. Hold up, VP. What? And he was like, yeah, we know what you're doing with these. We know that you're basing these characters, all these people that are getting cut up by this sword. We know that these are supposed to be your classmates. Like, no, those are just the nameless henchmen. They are not my classmates. But they didn't believe me. It didn't matter what I said at that point. They just were like, they had their minds set on that, and they were going to punish me. They took my comics away that I had worked on for months and months. Really proud of. And they also gave me detention. They put my ass in detention hard. Like, they punished the shit out of me, dude. I may as well have brought a gun to school, because they would have thought that would have gotten me in less trouble than put me in. I mean, imagine for a second that they were right. Like, what if I actually was like a dangerous person? Like, I actually was a troubled youth, and then you take all my art away, and then you throw my ass in what is the equivalent of like solitary confinement. Do you think that's gonna help? Like, did they think that was gonna help me not become violent? Like, Jesus Christ, dude, it was so stupid. I would give anything to have those comics back. Not gonna lie, they weren't exactly like my best work ever, but man, they were nice. You know, I'd love to have them back, if only just to, I don't know, have the nostalgia. don't think about that. Nope, they don't. They honestly don't care. They live strictly to punish as their only. That is their only solution to anything. Anything, they probably get some kind of sick kick from it. You know, they feel like they're looking for a reason to punish people. They don't see people who are aggressive as victims strictly as like orcs that need to be slain. Fucked up. They believe like in ontological. Actually. Let's compare and contrast. Got ourselves some. Oh, welcome back, Jodo. We're back to work, Seraphis. We're about to give him a quick update. Exporting right now. Hide my arm. It only made me bitter. I don't know why they thought the punch. Oh yeah, he looks great, don't he? I'm really glad with how they look just so much better indeed. All right, we have a new version of him. This is the current lip sync that we have right now. Oogity boogity boo. Now we have updated him with more shape key. Get him in here. Give him a look-see. I think I have to switch to somebody else and then switch back to him. There we go. Okay. All right. Oh man, this is just so much better. Much better. If I were to change anything, I probably have to change just the RR big key. Yeah, the eyes look great too. Like I think if I've improved on anything more, if I've improved on one thing more than anything since making my last model. Yeah, I can even squint. Like I'm trying to like squint. Like slightly close my eye. Incredible. That is also possible because I'm no longer wearing glasses. Let me get closer and see if I can really get it like. And now the horns actually have color too. Okay, so now I want to see what this looks like. I was really curious what the flare was going to look like. It doesn't have its spell attached to it yet, animation. Probably what we're going to do as soon as we add horns. But we already have fire breath, which is going to be flare key. Let's give it control. Alright, so there's no way to make that go any slower than that. You're basically... either in standing mode, you pop up this way, and then the circle will appear right in the center, and you'll be able to aim it wherever you want by turning yourself. Flames? Yeah, he'll have flames, like just a regular fire breath. But we haven't. We're gonna add that here. Second. So the way that this one's gonna be my piece of resistance right here, where looks right. You know what I could do? No, not even gonna lie. I could like for free just give you this as like another expression, where it's like without the animation. Like I have one with the animation and then one without, where you just turn it on and you're like, bring it in, pal, bring it in. Come back to normal. Bring it in, fam, and then you just zoom in. Yeah. Not even joking. That's actually really cool. Not even joking. I swear that's going to be such a good selling point for here. Let me move to chatting to you. Yeah, the bring it in emote. Yeah, that would be a fun redeem too. You know, bring it in, bud. And like you're starting off normal, you're just sitting here chatting. You're talking about whatever you talk about. Then someone does the bring it in and the bring it in thing, and then all right, bring it in. Weapons. Like that. I should do that. I should offer that more. It's not too terribly hard to do now that I know how to poses up. Yeah, the lip sync looks just ages better than it did. The tongue is moving just as much as it needs to. Amazing. He's almost ready to go. Yeah. Just wait till we get we're about to add the fire here in a second. So for the flare, or the flare spell, which is going to be like his ultimate attack, he's going to go into this stance where he switches to this mode, and then what happens is big circle is going to appear in the center, a big spell circle. I still need to draw the spell circle, which I might do on stream. That's looking good. Thank you. It is. I'm really proud of it. He's really coming out really nice. And what I'm also thinking is, while with the circle in the center, I'm also going to add just like general lingering flames that just kind of emit from his body. You know, and like imagine like he's on fire. Just around the shoulders. Yeah, just kind of like around the shoulders and stuff. And then from the circle itself. And then once he's ready, I think still kind of thinking what I want the actual effect to be. Because it could just be like you were mentioning before with your ultimate attack, with like a big old like sphere of fire just emits from the center. We could do that. Or you could do something like this. But with a different video. I'm sure that there's something on that is because that explosion video is I mean that's royalty free. That's something that anybody can use. That's not like something I pulled from a movie or anything. But you could actually find something just like that and make that your After Effects. Kind of like how you can use this as your charge up, you know, where you're sitting here, the spell circle is spinning, and then you're like, all right, chat, you asked for it. Time to die. Or something like that. That would be I think the most resource intensive way to do it. And if you don't want to do, you can also, like you said before, we could just do it where I build the explosion into your character. needs to be behind you as you walk away. Oh yeah, yeah, that for sure. That's also a good idea. If only I could walk. I wish I could walk. But yeah, so that's an option. You can make it a separate scene where you just boom, you hit the hotkey, then it explodes, or we can make it so that it's two separate things, kind of like my kind of like Lorzilla. Both like Lorzilla. Can't remember the hotkey. But yeah, the charge was numpad 1, and like you got my warm up, which is this. You do the second one, which is the blast. So that's your other option. I could make it so that it's atomic fire. If you have like a charge up where it's like flare charge up, where like you stand down, the circle appears, and then the second one pops up, and that's the actual explosion. But it's up to you. You can do it. We can do it either way. It's all within what you. Definitely gonna have a charge. Yeah, I felt that. All right, then I guess that's what we'll do. We'll do a charge up impression, which you'll set to whatever hotkey you want. Usually, I just like to do Control 1 for the charge up, Control 2 for actual explosion itself. And then you can also set it like what I do whenever I kill chat. When I kill the stream avatars, I don't know if you're gonna use stream avatars or whatever, but you could just like. I think I do Control-Shift-K and it kills chat. You can set that same hotkey that you would use for the explosion to the same hotkey that you use in OBS to actually make chat disappear. Hey, I'm Yuki. Welcome back, buddy. King of Games is here. Yeah, so I think that's probably what we'll do when we get there, which is basically right now. Let's add them dynamic bones so that his wings aren't stiff as boards. His tail too. I think his legs I'll leave those alone. All right, let's get this guy. Let's loosen you up a little bit. Looks amazing. Oh yeah, I might have missed it. Hang on. We got the bring it in emote. At least until it becomes the flare, in which case you don't want to get any closer. You want to run for your life whenever he's there. That's going to be his ultimate power. Supernova flare, super omega blast, as they would say in the Seraphis anime. You got the Americanized Seraphis, and then you got the anime Seraphis, where it's not just flare, it's like super flare omega ×3 blast. Okay, let's do. Ain't doing that. What the fuck are you talking about? You gotta cater to the cool audience, to your best audience. Anime fans are the most dedicated fans you could ever ask for. They'll kill for you. Trust me. I know. God Lord. No, it's not me. This is Seraphis. Seraphis looks amazing. I'm just impersonating it. Resolution pretty much. By all means, carry your weight. There you go. And have one dynamic bone for each wing. This is where things are a little different. Wings are a little harder to determine how floppy they should be, how springy they should be, all of that. But I will do my best. Especially because these wings are so much larger, so I can't really quite use the same dynamic bones that I used for Kazu, my old model, and Bolt. I have this model. What do you say, Seraphis? Can Godzilla have your model? Okay, just checking. Just checking. Second. Gotta pull up my cheat. My dynamic bone cheat. Hey, Void, what's going on, buddy? We are full of dragons today. Fire. God damn it. Forgot to switch it again. Uh-oh. Fire Emblem is definitely different now. Appreciate that. Just running how you do retopo. I don't. I don't sculpt. I do everything in modeling. All just modeled from a cylinder. I don't have a tablet, so I can't really sculpt, and I don't even know how, even if I did. Oh yeah, I was looking up, trying to find my dynamic bone cheat. I had this written down. Have the Godzilla model now. Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. What I started doing, actually, to give myself a little more definition in places where I couldn't quite get to because of the limits of modeling. This is something I discovered. You might already know this. You probably do, but this has been probably the most useful, or the most useful thing that I didn't know about until very recently. It's just immediately improved what that I could put in. Collab? Whenever, literally whenever. I have nothing going. But yeah, like right here, whenever I'm working in a subdivision surface. Oh wait, I already applied it. Never mind. Can't use it on this. Can't show you on this model, but I can show you on the other one. What can I have? A commission. Have my commission. What you could have whatever you pay for. Let's see. So like, I didn't realize that whenever you're working in the subdivision surface, that like you could turn this little thing on and get an idea of what it's going to look like after you apply the subdivision modifier. And I was just like, oh my god, this lets me get so much more detailed. I can make so many more little tiny changes, and it really helped, especially with like the eyelids. I can make the eyelids a lot tighter. Is how I made this model's eyelid. This is kind of like my substitute for sculpting until I eventually suck it up and learn how to sculpt myself. Because I will have to do it. I will have to. Do the subathon? No. I was gonna do one for my birthday, but I was too busy. I had too much stuff going. But yeah, that's my substitute for sculpting until I actually learn how to do it someday, or get a tablet. If I'm gonna do it at all, it's gonna have to be. Just continue working. But yeah, sculpting would be better. Like 100% sculpting, it would be better. Is like the better option. This dude. Oh yeah, we were adding wing. Keep getting distracted. Keep getting distracted. There it is. Both needs faster? Oh, absolutely. Anytime you want to just meet up on Discord, doesn't even have to be for a stream. We can just meet up at any. Most of the time after my streams, I can hang out on Discord. I end my streams very arbitrarily. After. I don't like leave. I just stop streaming. Continue working. I'll try with like this, with these settings. How about next week? Yep. Absolutely. Pick a day. Pick a day, any day. And your recent book out. What recent? Haven't written a new. I haven't updated the I haven't added chapters from my first book to Royal Road out of town when 60. One of the two. Stiffness at about. Actually, we want elasticity 0.05. 0.05. Yeah, the only day that I couldn't do it void would be on a Monday, unless it was early in the day. But I could do about any other. Monday would be the only day I couldn't do it. It would have to be around lunchtime. Let's see how that turned out. Really? Well, it is the fact sculpting is less quick, then I guess that makes sense. But yeah, like if I was to do anything like super hyper omega realistic, then like photorealistic, yeah, there's no. So like it would be faster to sculpt it. I feel. Oh, it's done. Let's see what that wing was. Yeah. Send an email about your book. Philip, I don't know what you're talking about, man. What book are you talking about? Oh, from have to check that after. Get me on. Not that about word. Never mind. 0.05 is good. Well, the tricky part is that we're trying to figure out how to make it work so that it look as natural as possible, despite you having basically no control over them. Box modeling. Yeah, you know what? You're probably right for something like this because it can only be so many polygons. But if it was for, I guess, for like a really high detail render where like it doesn't matter what your poly count really or what it really up at, I could see sculpt. And for like super high defined, I can only get so defined with box. I've done some pretty. It only goes so far. It's only as far as like a sculptor would do after they re-topo. That's about as good as I could ever hope. Okay. Post that again as new, but this time we switch the base with other wing, like that. We can check both of them. Here's the ultimate test. Rotate. Because this is what your model's really going to do whenever it moves. Rotate. And tail. These are basically the same values that I would use, so we can. That way it doesn't include the leg. You don't want the legs flopping around like a tail. Oof. You know what? I just realized that the AC isn't on. Why am I so hot? It's not that hot outside. Why am I burning up? Do I have a fever? No, it's because the AC isn't on. Hang on. It's like, okay. I was over here just sweating balls. The lower cave is basically a garage, okay? Like it's like even remotely hot outside. It's twice as hot inside the lower cave. I got a lot of machinery running in here to make it even hotter. I gotta have the AC running constantly, all day. Got his dynamic bones on. Now let's see how they work. I think we might add some on his ear. But I think that would be all that he needs. Because as you guys can see right now, he looks very, very stiff. Or at least the one that I'm using right now is very, very stiff. Now, since we added these dynamic bones, he'll look a little more alive. A little more lively. Take a quick look. This is what he looks like when I move around. He looks like I'm like a centaur cosplayer. You know, where like my front legs are controlling the front legs of the centaur cosplay, but the back legs are just made of cardboard. That's kind of where we're at right now. But let's see where we are. Look at that difference. Now I just need to make it so the body doesn't quite lift up as much whenever I look up. That's easy. Go to the body stiff. Body stiff. Shoulder stiffness? No? Next. There it is. Neck stiffness. Body stiffness. Stiffness. Under control. Usually the taller the neck, the more stiff you need to get. For 2D or for bipedal VTuber models, you can have that movement range turned up almost as high as you want. Honestly, the body stiffness is on this particular quadruped rig. Yeah, you can just kind of play around with these until you get the kind of movement that you're looking for. It's basically puppetry, but for put on the computer. Like, if you guys ever seen Warhorse, like there's like a play for Warhorse where you got 3 guys controlling a wooden horse puppet, and they control it so well, they do puppetry so well that you almost forget that they're there, even though they're very clearly like on the outside of the horse, controlling it. And for this kind of model, that's kind of where I got the inspiration to do the rig, because you can imagine it, you're just one guy, your head is inside the head of this dragon costume, along with your neck, but then your body is just right in front, just standing directly in front of it. You're basically controlling the entire cosplay just from the movement of your head. That's the only way you can get a quadruped rig to work. See face. Butt wiggle. Yeah, it's kind of got a butt wiggle. Depending on how you set your settings. Of course, you could just stand up. You know what I just realized too? Like, you can also, if you wanted to, Seraphis, you could set this up with like a desk. Like, you can have like just a little desk asset right in front of you. And you can make it look like you're just sitting at a desk in like your anthro form, or like just up on your hind legs. Yeah, you could just do this. We'll have multiple functionality for it. So you can do this. I mean, it'd probably be like, you wouldn't want to do it like on stream though. Or like if you had a video game up, because your wings, you cover the whole game. Like, I bet you guys want to see what game I'm playing. Well, too bad, suckers. Yeah, it'd be for like your whatever content you make that's like videos. I could go back and make another expression with like this, but with the wings folded. But I'd have to go back into Blender and do a lot of things over again. But for now, this is pretty good. As an unintended expression. As an unintended for free expression. Looks so good. Yeah. Sitting up. I would adjust the model for people. Sitting and leave it same R2. Well, I tried doing it where there was a model where they were sitting. The issue with it was it ran into the same things. You have to do the same rig, but instead of the rig looking like it's like this, or, you know, it's probably easier. Because I thought of that too. I thought, like, what if they're sitting like a dog or like a cat? Show you. I've experimented with extremely thoroughly. Back to black. All right, so if we look back in Blender, whenever I tried this, This is the rig, by the way. You got your tiny arms. This is the only way I could find to make it so that the VRM software would actually take the rig to make the arms super tiny and give them just like barely any control over the neck, almost an invisible amount of control over it. And then the actual body, the actual like humanoid body is right here, standing in front. I go to the hide everything. Everything behind this. This is the humanoid rig right here. All the rest of this is just basically a really stupidly long dynamic bone or fizz bone. Yeah, this is actually what you look like in real life, sir. Really tall man with tiny, controlling this giant puppet out of the back. Only thing that's weight painted onto the humanoid rig head. So whenever I tried the seated one, where like the, you know, if you could imagine it, Seraphis is sitting like a cat. It's the same thing. It would just be everything from here back. All of this is just sitting out from behind him. And anytime that you moved your head, it looked even sillier whenever you weren't on your feet, because you're just sitting there gliding your ass across the ground like a dog. Because like every time I move, you notice that the legs move with it. It looks almost natural if he's on his feet, but it looks crazy if he is seated. It looks like he's a Yoda flying around on using the Force. And then I tried, well, what if I tried adding more bones to it? What if I rigged more bones into the seated mesh? Nope, it still didn't work. It still required me. Well, it still required me to like do the same thing. It would look even worse. In fact, it made the body try to fold in half every time I looked up or down. Walking is, I levitate. Yeah, honestly, that would, like, really, I want to make like a levitating model too. Will surpass me. I'll take the chef's kiss compliment. I don't think I've surpassed. Not at all. Not at all. I'll take a chef's kiss anywhere I can get. But yeah, this has been a very long journey of trial and error and stubbornness trying to get a quadruped model to work in it. And even then, it doesn't work perfectly. It only works serviceably. Like, you can't get hand tracking. Hand tracking, you can't do it. You cannot do it with this. The only way that you'd be able to is if you were like a centaur. Had like 4 legs and then or so. That would actually work. We could actually get hand tracking with that. It would look really nice. My sister is thinking about getting a centaur avatar in the future. Now, that would be really fun to make on stream, but she just needs to decide on. She gives me the word and I'll do it. That is the long and short of it. I think we're looking good though with the wings. Add a little bit of movement and they look a little more. One thing I do to kind of hide the stiffness of the body too is I sometimes add some dynamic bones or some fizz bones along the legs. Make them really, really stiff so they just a little bit. I didn't add it to this. Wanted to see what it would look like without it. Honestly, I think it looks fine. I really think it looks fine. Especially like if you just keep your model a little off screen like that. Looks organic. Looks very organic. Or at least as organic as any VTuber. A lot of VTuber models. They don't exactly look hyper realistic unless they've got like full body tracking going on. Even then, that's just the current state of, you know, accessible 3D V. Unless you're going for something that's like on the level of Code Nuke, where you wouldn't have hired me. Yeah. Back to you. Alright, so what's next? We need to add fire. That hand tracking would not work. Yeah, it can't be used in a quadruped, but it could be used as a bike. $5 years? Probably. I mean, it's considering how open source a lot of the VTubing technology and plugins for Unity and for Blender are, it's advanced incredibly quickly. The only thing is, you just got to know where to look. There's a lot of really awesome like VTuber plugins and Unity assets that I've used to really take my models to the next level. But they're on like YouTuber channels that have like 150 subscribers, and they have these amazing free plugins, and I'm like, holy shit! How did I not like? How is this not like blowing up? And it's because it's super hyper niche. All right. Now, what we need to do, add fire. 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 Send me some after stream. Oh yeah, I can send you one right now. This you might already know who she is. Savidrio. I'm just gonna go ahead and put her link in the chat. Everyone should subscribe to Savidrio. He is a game dev who has an unbelievable amount of plugins, and if you want to take your VTubing rigs and all of your VTubing setup to the next level in VC Face, holy shit, she's got everything you could ever need. Yeah. Incredible. Like the next thing I'm gonna do once my new model is done, is I'm gonna make my own beat, or I have my own background. Like you'll see, like she uses it in her video, where she has her own background. You can code it to where basically have tits, you know, the Twitch integrated throwing system working, but it's your software. You can rig it to work in YouTube. That's really what I'm gonna be working on. I can, when I'm streaming on Twitch or YouTube, both parties or both chats can activate the same bells and uniform. One of the main software. Great stuff. Yeah, we're gonna have fire. Fire. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to like, there might be a little bit of trial and error, because like sometimes I forget how many steps there are. We add fire. Fire. Sorry, I love these. I don't know, imagine that impressions come across really well. I think my voice mod's even. Burn them all? Okay. Well, I will have you know that I can't do that right now. Not like this. But I know someone who can. I know someone. Alright, stream avatars. You've had it too easy for too long. Time. I'm gonna be Lord Zilla for a little. And goodbye. Yeah. Goodbye indeed. I just heard like right before the stream that Gigabash is doing like a big collab event with Godzilla. I'm just like completely flabbergasted by that. I have no idea what it's gonna look like, but I know for sure. But if they have like Godzilla in Gigabash as a playable character, I'm just gonna fucking die. I'll stream that game constantly. I made this model so fast. Like, I'm looking at it right now compared to Seraphis's model, and I'm just like, oh my god. I spent like no time making this. I'll need, if I'm gonna remake my model, I need to remake like Lorzilla. Right. I gotta. Yeah, I made this in like 3 days. Our models. You know what? We should. That could be our collab stream. Just us like make Godzilla starring at Godzilla. Gosh. For real though. The joke. Copy the flamer from back like a boy dragon. Model name mine. Oh, no chance. I'm already halfway. I'm already like 75% done with mine. But if you made me something else, like another form, that would work. Yeah, wouldn't that be some shit though? Like yeah, dude, yeah, for sure. And then like you haven't even started. I'm already 75% of the way done. Like make your whole model from the ground up. That's a fair trade. Got the flamer. The flamer is essentially just a particle system itself along with the audio source. Which reminds me, I do need to figure out what it's going to look like before we try animating it. But yeah, it's a... Alright, Seraphis, what color flames did you want? Something like normal fire, or did you want something special? We can also change if you want it to look a little more like skinnier, like if you want like a more stream, like a hyper beam, like this one, or if you wanted something that was a little more wide. Got that I saved the priest. Thought for a second it was going to crash. I think I will make it a little thinner though. Closer to your dragons. I'll still make it a little bit thinner though because it matches your frame a little. Not like a beam thin. Where is it? Lifetime, let's... Oh. Makes sense? Lightning breath? I probably could, but I'd have to like sit down and figure that out. I've never done it before, so I'd have to like look into how to do it. There's no reason why you could. Anything that you can do in a video game in Unity, you can definitely do as a V model. Literally anything. Well, no. Most anything. Most anything. I won't say literally. Yeah. Yeah, you could do lightning. But it would I would have to figure out how they do it in video games. Like if you were to make a video game in Unity. Enter at the beginning. Sure. There's like a billion different things. Or like a billion different like attributes that you can change for your particles. And some of them all sound the same. I was thinking radius. It's the angle. A little more beat. One thing that I need to do, even for my model, I need to change the angle at which it comes out. As you can see, like it's going straight left here, but it needs to be coming down at an angle because your head is kind of at an angle. Otherwise, it looks like it's coming out from under your tongue like a cobra spitting poison. That's an easy. I haven't fixed it. And it'll follow your head. It's glued. It's basically glued to your head. So if you move your head up, the flames will tilt up. Things do. Well then. Right. Alright, so there's your particle system. That's what it's going to look like when it's activated. But until then, we visible. And we are ready to animate. First thing we're doing, you're going to Don't take this as a tutorial, guys. I might have to do some trial and error here. This may or may not work. It's been a minute since I've had to do this. So first we need to give him a temporary animator. There it is. Or wait, we press play first. We gotta go to play mode. Oh, that's right, play mode. Take the temporary animator, slap it on top of him. Gonna move him around. It's gonna put him in the default animation pose. And we're going to take animation. 100% tutorial. My feature skills are in your hands. We'll prepare for failure. New clip. Call it Fire Breath. Hit the record button right here. Now what it will do is it will record everything that we turn on or turn off at this specific moment. So what I'm thinking is it's already turned off by default. So whenever you activate the animation, first thing it should do is turn on your fire breath. Yeah, turn on your fire breath. And then I think that should really be it, right? Turn it on and then skip over a few frames. Turn it off. I think that should be it. I feel like that's it. If not, then we'll soon figure that out. Go back. Now we go to Seraphis again, the VRM, and add a new component called a PSF script. New one. We're going to put in the blend shape for the fire breath that we created in Blender. Add in the animation clip for Seraphis fire breath. That should do it. If it didn't do it, then you guys are free to nuke me. No, I'll just have to try it again. I think if this doesn't work, then I know what I need to do. I turn off the fire breath. You've got to have the fire breath turned off. Not gonna work. I do got to say, Void. Substance Painter. I am so glad that you. It has been godsend. It's decreased my workload, or my workload by just astronomical. You can actually see, like, before Substance Painter, after Substance. Okay, I think he's had the flamer. Now we go back to base. Move myself over here. Might as well bring you guys all back now. Welcome back. Good thing. I'm gonna bring in another one. I actually saved him as a different. Because if this doesn't work, then he's gonna have his fire. He might actually have his fire breath on like constantly. without any ability to turn it off, which would suck because it's loud, or it makes noise. All right, see if it works. Do I have the right hotkey set up? Press, yeah, full shift F. There it is. It worked. Might just move it around a little bit, but really it's good. That worked. Need to move it around a little. Yeah, move it a little bit. Slide it down, rotate it a little bit. Beautiful. I'll keep him out. Now that he can breathe fire, I can actually do that command. Turn the you do it. Your power is growing, Seraphis. You feel it. And you feel the might. Yeah, definitely. That's why we test it. Real quick. And the thing is I don't even need to reanimate it. Just once you've animation quickly turns it on and turns it off. If I were to completely change where it was in space, and even change its colors, the animation would not change. I wouldn't have to reanimate it. It does need to be angled out. Actually, here's something I think about just now, but go to the body, turn on the shape key. I think I can just turn on the shape key for fire breath. Somewhere. Get some play mode? Yes, play mode. So I can come in here and I can just turn on fire breath. That'll make it a little easier if I want. It's gonna make noise, so get used to it. Rotation. What? Oh, particle system. Yeah, that's so much easier to aim in play mode. That is astronomically easier to aim. But what could be a bit of a problem is that I need to save all of the things I just did, which you can't do in play mode. Well, actually, can I just... This is the only thing that matters, right? This is the only thing that we really messed with. This was a quick thing I can just do with it. Just need the copy component here. That looks a lot better. paste those. Now it's right where we want it to be. See how that's a little deceptive. It's a little hard to see until you. Then we save, export him, test it again. Ported. Put your mouth. Another thing you can do in DC Face, I'm pretty sure, is set it to where you have hotkeys that will determine where your character is. So I can like press a button and like be here, and then press another button and be here. I just don't know how to do it off the top of my head. Even if it's possible, if I'm just talking out of my ass. I think you can. I don't know. It'd save me a lot of time. I should probably look into it. Or save me a lot of stream headache. It'll look like it's coming just from his mouth. We'll just do that. Actually, I was going to do it after I got out of play. Back to articles. But of this little knob right behind me that you can't see. Right down.
Welcome!
Ooh, welcome to the lore cave for Dragon. I am the Lord Dragon, disguised currently as Seraphis Servant, but this is me over here in the back. I'm a 3D modeler by day, RPG streamer by night. If you enjoy dragons or 3D modeling or dragon-related content, you're in the right place. Good. I don't think I'll export them again because I'm pretty sure that's going to work. But, oh, of course, we need to make some particle systems that will activate whenever we turn on the flare key. So, I'm trying to think the easiest and fastest path forward. What we want is whenever he goes into like the player mode. What? Let me take a look at that reference. Player reference. We'll have it in. kind of want like a general theory or kind of want a particle system, but instead of it being cone shaped, you might want it to be like a sphere shape. I think. Would definitely be a particle. I do like that about this model. He really looks like a thinker. Squints his eyes. He's like, we'll just play around with it. Take this particle system, I can copy it. Just need to decide where it's going to be attached to. I think the chest, best place to. Match it. Don't want it to be a cone. Also, like, wait. A lot of that comes from the fact that it's lifetime. That changes how long the particles actually exist. Center. And change the. Need something. You know me. I start off either with 80s rock, metal. We move to 8. Only. I think we want this aura to be close. We actually probably don't want it to be fast, like a fire breath, like a flamethrower, like a. It needs to have at least. I think there's probably 2 particles. I think if we cut down the number of particles, Oh yeah, we're gonna want that pre-warm because we want the pre-warm. Make it a negative grip. That way it actually flies upward a little bit. I want that just to kind of go light tilt upward. Not just going out and everything. Okay, now it's more like a fiery aura. Now we need to separate. A little too thick. There it is. That's what we're... Okay, so we have a little bit of a fiery pull. But I think maybe instead of attaching it to the chest, we just slightly... What, it doesn't... That's where it's gonna follow. Actually, important part. Probably would be what the actual place where it's right around where he's showing. Reference. Mind if I post this in the Discord so people can see what I'm trying to make? We'll probably change the color of that little rig. Lightly. That radius. Go to play mode and we'll turn on the player shape key. Hooks. This looks so fucking cool. Jealous. Jealous that this isn't even my mod. I'm making this model and I'm jealous that it's not mine. Now we're going to put that to the test. We're going first off. Start with. Go back down to our little anime. Well, actually, we have to animate it. Gonna go back into play mode. Have to give him the temporary animator. Those we go. Flip. Seraphis. Charge. Basically just coming over here, no, here, turn it on, about the 30 mark. Simple as that. Back. Animator for the VSF animation. Script. New one. Blend shape the layer blend. Charge. And this will be without the spinning circle. Gotta make the circle. But we might do that next. Put that to the test. Got a bonus on that song again. That last one's like a bomb. Love this song. I want to add it to I want to make like a playlist of only my favorite song. Multi-genre favorite. Worked. We're about to give you your Super Saiyan. Oh yeah, what we got? Switching out. Right. There he is. Might darken the colors a little. Looks like the thing that removes the background on this might. has to be a little bit more, needs to have a little bit of a darker open. But this still looks pretty fucking dope, especially if we get like a glowing circle with the same consistency as the runes right in the center. Behold, my grand and mighty power. Oh. Those don't work together anymore. What happened? Oh no. No! No, what happened? Damn it. No. Why are you burning yourself? Why are you burning yourself? No. Well, let's see what happened. I think it's because I smoothed where the empty. Got to move it back. Yeah, somehow the particle system got moved over here. Whoops. Not that hard to fix. Got it to read. I was so confident. Oh yeah, I gotta turn on the open mouth. With a slight rotation. Oh, that would have fucked me up. Yeah, Vision Pro. Now to fix this up a little bit. It was a little too visible. I think I know one. I have to go to the colors. It's darker. Not quite dark enough. Something like Okay. Now, the only thing that I can think to do at this moment, before we have our first full Seraphis craft for V-tubing, is the circle itself. Actually getting the circle on. Still deciding if fit in. Try to basically forcing myself to try to do it after, or if I can just suck it up, Photoshop. At least in Photoshop. I mean, I think no matter what happens, I'm gonna have to draw the rim. It wouldn't be if I can draw them on a dragon's body like this. I'm pretty sure that I can draw them in a circle, 2-dimensional. I think I'll do it in Photoshop. Closing Adobe Substance Paint. Need to open up some headway. If I try to open up Photoshop, it'll make my computer get up on 2 legs and shoot me right between the eyes. I would let it. I'd feel guilty enough. Why do you want to do it in? Oh, this is just like the fine detail. I don't know Photoshop all that well. I already have Blender open. You know what I should have done? I should have asked my sister to do. Not even joking. She would do a very good job at this. Is it 2D? I could have just sent her the reference photo for whenever he casts the spell. I could have just had her do it. I would have given her a cut and everything. We're gonna make a new image. I think 10. 20. It's fine. I don't know if I just... Photoshop would be quit being. I need to quit being. But I could have done that. I could have just been like, "Hey, Tomcat, can you make me a magic circle real quick? Give you $50." I'm not gonna lie to you, this is the part I've enjoyed. Photoshop's opening. Anything else? Anything else that I can do? Not fire breath. Yes, other shit. For me, huh? Nope, solar flare is all that we have left. Or flare is the only. Have to do that. The only other thing that we'd be able to do for this commission, get him started on our chat port, which I will have to do 100%. There's a whole YouTube build back that I'm gonna have to like refresh on. Empty. Quadruped. Photoshop always takes Even though I think it should be, in my, like, at least in theory, like the most like least resource intensive all of it, but right photo. You're just a more expensive Microsoft Paint. Would Paint work? Paint 3D do it? I've never tried like drawing anything like super fine in Paint. What's that one? Is it mouse and keyboard friendly? I know that Blender's mouse and keyboard has to be. Beaming at. Please stop. Please close like at least 3 of these programs. Please, you're running OBS. It's Restream Chat, Stream Avatars, VC Face, Voice Mod, Blender, Unity, Unity Hub, Photoshop, and Paint 3D. Please stop. No. Further. Further. If my stream just crashes in 5 seconds, I want you all to know that I love you. If I die, please continue my legacy. Photoshop is open. Nothing too crazy. We don't need it to be like fucking 2K. We just get one. Not mighty. Paint basically correct. If I can. With the look. No. Hope it's nothing too. Managed to get the layer kind of working. I fixed the fire breath, I just haven't uploaded it. I'm working on getting the thingy. Circle, the spell circle. Trying to figure out if I want to do it in Paint 3D or if I want to do it in Photoshop. Whichever one is more mouse and keyboard friendly. Also do it on my iPad. Not lazy. Probably doesn't. I knew that. It was understood. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Try that in After. Only issue, I will have to draw it by. Because, like, the tutorial that I was following to do that wasn't drawing anything. They were using text later. They would just use like a font, made their text look like a rune. So they didn't even make their own runes, they used a font. So I was trying to figure out, how do I just draw in between these lines After Effects, and then I went through like all of this bullshit trying to figure out how to just do a freehand draw, and I couldn't freaking figure it out. The thing is just that After Effects isn't a platform that I'm super familiar with, so I'm like, at this point I'm just willing to just jump to After Effects, or no, Photoshop. Do it like how everyone else did. 3D Paint's probably not going to be. I don't think there is even. I think there's an option. Not very accessible. I had sheet. Let me just tell you, if that would be way more useful than you would think. You would be able to do so many things with that. You can upload it into Google Fonts and actually use it in some of your creatives. Like if you wanted to put some of your font in memes or going live things or stream schedules, all of that stuff, you could definitely use. But yeah, good luck, buddy. That someone's not me. I wouldn't even know where to begin. All right, so yeah. Paint 3D is not me. We're gonna have to do. All right, so for Photoshop, let me get a quick screen. I know how to do one. Excel, yeah, you and me. My hands are incredibly shaky, and my carpal tunnel has not made that any better. That's why whenever I write anything, or you do anything pen and tablet or mouse and keyboard, it absolutely has to be done with like a lazy drift to it, you know? I want the background here completely black. You guys are gonna have to give me a second to have not Photoshop. Probably that'll drastically, especially with my. I could never be a surgeon. Alright. Why is it not showing in stream? Heck? Showing my mouse? Very weird. It's not capturing it. It's capturing my cursor, but you're not seeing the ball. Weird. Here we go. I couldn't see what I was doing at all. And we're going to add. So you guys might be wondering why I'm not making a transparent image. Because we want it to be a map too. We want this to have a black and white map across it, glowing text to it. Tell it exactly where we glow and where we don't want it. We want it to glow on all of the same places that we're going to be writing letters. Circle layer. Oh shit. Oh, this is not perfect. My fucking obsess over it. Must be perfect. I should really learn it. Good enough. Circle good. Oh, it's because I made the circle. Okay, I'm gonna do this in Procreate. I don't remember how to use Photoshop either. It's been so long since I've touched this. Okay. I'll have to do this later. But for right now, I think we're gonna call it. What a nightmare. Yeah, we're gonna call it for some. All right, Seraphis. Pretty much, this is it minus the circle. Actually, let me export the newest and most up-to-date version. upload. That will be minus. Then I'll do like a little. Oh shit. I threw it all at once. That scared the shit out of me. Why did you throw all the hearts at the same time? Okay, I think it's recorded. Scared the shit out of me. Ah. I might have to readjust those. The update. Of course, Seraphis, of course. I can't wait to see how you do this how you work with this live, honestly. The second that we get both of our models ready to go, we have to do it. I think this is the one. Yeah. We have to do a collaboration together. Get both dragons on screen at the same time. Basically what we could do is like you would do like a Discord video call and you would use the virtual camera. Right over here. Yeah, like enable virtual camera right there. And then we would be able to go live at the same time. Have your dragon right there and have me like. It would look so fucking. It looks great. He came out looking so good. Let's see if the It looks more like smoke. Looks great in VC phase. But when I think whenever you add in the transparency, the thing that removes the background of VC phase. Show you what I mean. There, this is what it looks like in VC. Hey, Fearless Black, we just finished him up, homie. Yes, we need to get everybody up on here. Lighting will, yes, you're probably right. Well, it's really what it is. It's like when you add the transparency, that's what kind of takes away a lot of it. Because the asset that I'm using to make the air particles is itself a transparent PNG that is just being emitted from the center. And it does look pretty good though until it gets behind you. Like as you notice, like anything, if the flame is right here in front of the model, then it looks red. But then the second it leaves your body, it does look like it's smoky. And if you like that, we'll keep it. But if you would like, I could try to figure out a way to move that. But I'm not sure that there really is a way, because it is very very thin. It's very subtle. I don't know if there's a way to do it without. What about, you know, maybe it's the balloon. Huh? Honestly, it does kind of have its own look to it. It does kind of look like smoke, but maybe that's the point. I'll try to. Yeah, and if I increase the intensity, like what I could do is add more particles, because right now the reason it's so dispersed is because I decreased the number of particles that there are. That works. Looks pretty good, but if I were to add more, then you would kind of be drowning in flames. you'd be completely covered in. I think once we add the circle, like I'm gonna make the circle pretty big. Like I'm gonna make it like practically the same width as your hands right here. I think once we add that, you won't even be able to, you won't even notice. And if you ever get to a point where you can like add in your own background, which you can do in VC, want me to, I could set that up for you. Then you wouldn't have to turn on transparency at all, and it would appear exactly as it should. I don't think people yeah, there's that too. But if you ever do get to the point where you want to like code in your own 3D background, like I said, which is something I could set up for you, do that as an add-on. I don't have it set up for myself just yet. Busy with I will be doing. The flames will look a lot cleaner. Flames will look cleaner. It'd be the top of the line, honestly. It'd be the best 3D quality outside of like CodeMiku. And of course, I'll add in the ability to like go into flare mode or standing mode without the flames, so that you can do like, hey, come on, like, bring it in, if that's something that you wanted, or do the desk mode or like the sitting at the desk mode. That's easy. I can just do that in Unity. Take me like, I'll just throw it. But I can do that. But yeah, this is pretty much it, everybody. Let's do a quick showcase of. This will be a quick showcase of Seraphis Servant minus the Spell Servant. Get a closer look at his face. We got full eyebrow tracking. Expressions. Got the runes going all the way down the body, spelled in a language written by Seraphis himself. Only he knows the translation of them. It may or may not be the Krabby Patty secret form. You can adjust the intensity of it. So if you want more intense, you can do that. Effect settings, get the color. Binding. Make them purple. I guess you'll have a very limited. For St. Patrick's Day, you can make. I think if you turn their color. Color they come out at. All kinds of cool stuff. Fill out with that. Have the ability to Body has a little bit of dynamic bones support all the way from the head down to the toes, but I left the legs alone. If you want me to add a little bit of movement in the legs, I could, but it's really just gonna, they're really just gonna, similar to the, it'll be like you had 3 tails. This is about as good as you can get with a quadruped rig. Honestly, you're not gonna be showing your legs very much. Usually if you just keep your feet below. Got our rolled really by your head. Of course, we got the flame breath. Flare stand. And let's check out those other expressions. They're here. We need to set them up with a hotkey. Or well, can't be. What? There's an or enemy. And use control. 50. Oh, you know what I just realized? That's something. Yeah, for flare, if you want that to position a little lower, you could actually use the transition extensively. Go into this. He doesn't just teleport into that. Do that. Turn it up all the way. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's a lot better. Nothing. Yeah, I almost forgot that you could do that. What VC phases the best? I can't believe it's free. See, there used to be only one VTubing app that could handle like this. That was Animate. For one, that's a paid VTubing app. Two, rigging models for that is a massive pain in the ass. Unbelievable pain. I almost tried it with a War Dragon before I decided that I didn't want seppuku on stream. Now, look, this is as good as anything you could really do on animes. And if you ever get your hands on an iPhone, or if you ever want to try your ARKit face tracking, honestly, they're got browse up and browse down are automatic. We're sad. And all the rest of these are automatic. Fantastic. And there we have it. This is Seraphis serving as the VTuber mod. All that remains is the circle and converting him into a VR chat model. The challenge of my career, the greatest challenge of my career thus far. Well, yeah. But yeah, this has been a pleasure to work on. I've had so much fun. I'm jealous. I'm actually jealous that I finished yours before. I am jealous that I finished yours before I finished. But you know, while we're on that subject, I guess I could do some work one month. I can show you guys what I did out. Thanks. I actually did learn how to do scale thing, the procedural scale thing. That was actually not that hard. I was making it a lot harder in my head than I. I was gonna game after this, but honestly, I'm just tired. Or actually, I was just gonna work on this. Work on mine. Alright, so I added the underside belly, but I didn't do it the same way as Seraphis. The way that took me 7 billion. This will be almost nothing, because this actually one flat object repeated multiple times using an array modifier, and that attaching that array modifier to the curve, so it can actually fight curve edit mode and do exactly what that video that you should. Make it thicker in some places and just. Oh yeah, 100%. This will drastically decrease my workload. You have absolutely just astronomical. Just modeling this straight off the mesh, which is what I did for your model, took me hours. It took me even more hours to UV unwrap it. You guys were there. This will be nothing. The second that I turn this into a mesh, I can just hit unwrap. I don't even have to mark scene at all, because each and every one of these, as you can see, is already basically a flat. The second that I have to mark any seams at all, it's just going to be one right down the, and it'll be unwrapped. That will unbelievable. So what I'm going to be doing going forward, make more dragons in the future, I'm going to make basically just a smooth body dragon with no scales on it, very little if I do any. I'll probably have horn modeled in still, because that's not really an. But anything like scales, I'm going to treat them like clothes or armor. Like if you guys remember, I modeled these in. Well, no more. They're actually not modeled in anymore. I made them the same way as I made this. And what I was going to do, I think I decided I'm going to add a kind of plating / spine hybrid right down the side of my back, right down the back, all the way down the tail. But it's not going to be plating like those wraps all the way around. I think it's just going to cover the tip of my back right between the wings. I think I'll add just some plating right here, but I don't need to do straight up a couple of right along. body. Let's do that. You guys can actually see workspace. Work. Thank you. It is going to look so much better. What we do first, put our cursor in the center. Add what we're going to make one of these. Imagine, like, if you're going to make a pattern, you're going to make just one segment of it. Put it right on the center. Put it. Put right there in the center. Thank you. It's because I'm actually. And also I do like leaning back again. Quit doing. But I'm sitting in like a couch, so it's easy for me to start slouching and then. Next, we start to kind of come up with the shape. I think that I want these to have kind of like a really sharp horn. Might be on my. Oh no, I remember now. It was based off of a Skyrim dragon. The way that Skyrim dragons look, they have a kind of spine / plating. Get a picture that's not. I thought Skyrim was supposed to have good. Save this image. Object. Oh, it did. Come on in. Let me download shit for. Why you gotta make it different? Why you gotta make this hard? I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the image. Blowing me down. This one. This. Here's a joke. So piece of my. I'm basically going to make one segment of right here. Then I'm going to add the array in, and it's going to repeat going all the way down the back. Right between, all the way up to right between the wings, and the area right between the belly and plating back here will just be scales like this. Real dragon body. If I'll go down my, this will be probably, might just model. I would model this. I would paint. You can see closely. This is actually what this model actually did. Model this in completely flat. Funny now that model this. I'm gonna want anything we do on might do the but I'll have to take it off in a second. This is just so that we can make right there. Slightly down. I want that to go down a little. I want it to be. To make sure the shade. Then we can add a little more poly. And but I don't think I want it to wrap all. Otherwise, I'd make this. This will be basically this will fit on a. If I wanted it to go all the way around, it's around the bottom. I just want it. I can always change it. Make it roughly as big as it's gonna as bridge. Object mode, add want it to share the same origin point. Okay, right here. We're just going to want to straighten it out. Totally.
Which curves can be a little bit weird. They work a little bit backwards. Like these lines here will determine which direction that the vertice actually points. So if you're trying to set this here, you don't want to set it to like 0, or the one on the bottom, you want to set that to 0 on the x-axis. Oh. So now it's going straight back. We can go back to this guy. We're going to apply that mirror modifier because I think that's pretty much what we're going to want it to look like. And even if we don't, we can, now that we used the mirror modifier to make it, we can just use symmetry tool up here to actually modify it. Now we're going to take that, we're going to add a new modifier called a array. We're going to set that array to fit curve. We're going to pick the curve that we just made. Curve. Now, that curve. Curve. Go. And we're going to set it to constant offset along the y-axis. Here we go. And as you can see, they're already starting to run across this curve here. Like that. What we're gonna do, we're gonna select both things. We're gonna go to Control A, and we're gonna apply the scale. Now it will stretch along the distance of the curve here. And if we go back to our constant offset, we can shrink that down, and it will add more and more and more at a specific distance apart from each other, even if you want them to overlap a little bit, like that. Yeah. And now if we were to paint this one, like if we were to go to add a texture and a paint to this one and then like actually paint the horn right along here, we could. Now that I'm looking at it, I might just pull this down. And just do an extrusion for the center. Let me hide the arrow. Ooh, happened. Nothing. Never mind, it's fine. But I think I do want to do an extrusion. Reason is so that I can add a loop. Want to. And make it a horn if I want, which I do. Liking that better. We'll have to raise it up. Like the whole thing. Take this all the way down. Because it needs to be able to overlap. I think I want to make it a little bit sharper, so we're going to take this, push it in, all right, let's turn that array back on. raise that up even higher. There. Okay. This. Anytime that you adjust the scale, apply the scale. Probably change the offset a little. There. I think I want these to be even sharper, honestly. Let's make sure that's completely shade smoothed. Not right now. Now it is. Okay. So now that you have roughly the pattern that you want, you're gonna want to select it and select the curve. Wait, no, I'm stupid. Go to this, go to add another modifier. You're gonna add a curve modifier. And you're gonna select that curve, the back scales curve. Thing is deformed along the x-axis. So now whenever we move the curve and the scales themselves, it's back scale. Back plating. We select both of them and move them up. We can start adding them down the back. And just adjusting them as we see fit. Procedurally. Alright, we got this curve. We're going to modify the curve. First, we're going to need to subdivide the hell out of it. So we're going to need select the two here. We're going to subdivide and add a whole bunch of places for it to break. Probably not that many. Maybe one at a time. Yeah, one at a time is a little easier to keep track. Let's bring this one. Place it. Okay. Then we can take these little handles here and bend it. And it can be difficult to work with curves a little bit. It does take a little bit of getting used to, but regardless, it will save you a ridiculous amount. Sheesh, this is just so much better. It does sort of deform your horns a little bit, but that's not a huge issue. You could, because once you actually like transfer it to a mesh, because you are gonna have to turn this into like a mesh eventually, in order to UV unwrap it and texture it and all that. You can adjust them after that. Look at that. I don't think it'll go all the way. Maybe it will go all the way to the tail. It might as well. It wouldn't change anything. Already looking pretty dope, lads. Like if I wanted to take this spot here, you go Alt S. You can make just this section thicker if you wanted to. I might subdivide right down the center here so that I can have one section right there that I can super duper control. Or what is a Seraphis? Seraphis is the model that is the name of the model I just made. This guy, the guy that I'm using right now. We just finished him up, so now we're working on my guy. This will be my new model once he's done. I mean, he's my new model. Alright, let's see if I can make this look good going all the way down the tail. Yeah, I can make that work. Incredible. Then I can adjust the size of it wherever I want. So I think on the tail it's obviously going to be way smaller. Right up to the end. But I think everything else, yeah, that just about does it. Like there's nothing, there is something you can do to prevent this warping that you see right around here. But it's not, but really, it's not even worth the effort. The only time that you would ever want to do the method that would stop warping is if you have like a whole bunch of bends and twists and there's a whole lot of warping. But if there's just one spot, it's such an easy fix that you might as well just do it yourself. But if there's one thing I would add to this, Like if I want to change the individual plating itself, I can. I can just go to edit mode, go up to the plate itself. I'm gonna add one edge loop, and I'm gonna give like a slight curve to the horns. Then we can go back, and now that same little curve has been applied to all of the horns going all the way down. Oh, see, there's a little bit more warping there, but again, that's just something you fix in post, or once you've got everything set up. Either way, that took me like 30 minutes when it normally, something like that would have taken me hours and probably wouldn't have even looked good and probably wouldn't have worked. This took me 30 minutes, or maybe just a little over that. And it's just magnificent. Yeah. And just so it doesn't get in the way of, since the wings are going to be right here, or somewhere around this area, I don't think I want these to wrap all the way around like they do in this picture here, or in my other reference photo. I think just going right down the spine will be just enough, and then cover the rest in thick scales. And then instead of adding plating here, which would add just a ridiculous amount of polygons, I'm just going to paint on a similar texture to Nessie's color. Blubble. I'm just about to wrap up my stream. Yeah. No. Don't like Flash. I don't know. I already ate most of the leftovers of that stir fry. It was so good. No, it's okay. I can make myself something. I'm almost, like I said, I'm gonna wrap up stream here in a little while, and yeah. Love you so many more. Brilliant. Okay. You're saying if I wanted to eat dinner? They're going to Slotsky's. Slotsky's is gross, dude. I can't stand their bread, you know, like any sandwich worth being a sandwich is not made on circular bread. I'm sorry, it's not done. It just isn't done. It's incorrect. It's an incorrect sandwich. I think I'm gonna make this one. Extend further down. Like a roly-poly whenever you extrude. Kind of looks like a roly-poly. I think I accidentally moved one of the curves is a little off. Take that, switch the median to 0, and it straightens it all out. Oh. That kind of sucked. It's okay. not super hard to fix. He is almost. This is proving to be a little more fucked up. Yeah. Pain in the ass. I'm about to just take this right here and just fucking you just fuck, get out of here. There we go. That made a big Ah, not the Power Rangers, no. Rangers. Damn you, Rangers. I'll be back. I love how it throws it all at once now, and I don't know why. I don't know if there's, I don't know why it's doing that ever since I updated it, but it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. There we go. Now we've got spine going all the way down the back. Looking slick. Alright, let's add the wings. You guys all know where I get my wings. I'm stealing them from Seraphis. Yes, that's correct. If you said stealing from Seraphis, you got it right. All perfectly symmetrical, exactly. Alright, I'm gonna get the ones that are already spread out though. Incredible. I'm so glad that you managed to get that video from your modeler, because that, oh god, I can't thank you enough for that. An unbelievable godsend of a tip. Copying is the best form of flattery. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here and flatter myself on stream. Interpret that how you will. And copy that, and we move it to I see him doing. Yeah, if he's got any other tip, I'll take any tips I can get. It's like I was saying earlier, like saying to Void earlier, when it comes down to modeling in Blender, there are so many ways and so many shortcuts, but it's just a matter of knowing where to look, because almost all of the information is free, but it's just scouring the internet trying to find it is the tough part. Eventually, you'll find what you need, or just suffer until someone shows it to you, like what you did. Like them big old wings. Just make them fit me. Imagine if I just walked around VR chat like this, with my wings just out. That'd be fun. Mirror and subdivision here, mirror and subdivision here. We can go ahead and just... Got it. Now he can do that. Then there were none. Turned to ash. Feel like it's back. Ooh, that felt good. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I better hide those back scales so I can see where this is going. How many? Love it. Thank you. I'm glad it looks really good. It's just so cool. I'm never gonna get over that. I might add like an aura effect like that too to my fire breath. Or just have it like to where I can toggle the aura on and off. Because it does look pretty cool. I honestly forgot that we had that smoky issue entirely, really. Got 8 vertices. We're gonna need to make a whole vertices. 1, 2, 3, 5. There's gonna be 1, 2. We're gonna delete these faces here. What the heck? Okay, so that didn't quite translate. Before we join them together, I want to raise these up just a little bit. I need to be able to see what they're gonna do here. Man, we're gonna have the biggest, baddest dragons on fucking Twitch, man. Like, no joke. Eight vertices there. 8 vertices there, so we're gonna go ahead and join them. Oopsies. Join them together. So it didn't quite autofill all of them, but that's okay. Not the lower rangers again. There we go. Neat. Now they are connected. Oh, Seraphis. That's one power that I have that you don't have. Big head mode. Hang on. Love my eyes are still all fucked up and cursed. And now we can just start shoving this into the body. And then those faces that we use to create that loop, we can dissolve them. Wait, no, we can't. We can dissolve this loop here. I think. Could be stupid. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm incorrect. No, this is fine. This is fine. It's fine. And we're just gonna fuse the wings into the body here. Just like that, we got wings. Best wings in the world. Definition. I'm a little bit more of a thicker boy. Slightly thicker boy. But have slightly thicker wings. Slightly thicker wing shoulders. And let's put the back plating back on. And I think, really guys, this is about all I would want to do. This might just be him. This is the new Lord Dragon. Let's compare and contrast. Hang on. I'm gonna put him up on over here. Put myself here. God, it's like night and day, dude. Look at the vast difference between us. In quality. I would love to say that it's like looking in the mirror, but I would be lying. It'd be like looking in a mirror that makes you look better. Look at that. You wouldn't even think these were made by the same person. You'd think that I had this made by someone else. Or I had one of these made by somebody else. Wow. I need to get this guy on stream as soon as possible. I guess it's time to rig him. Or no, not really time to rig him yet. It's time to give him color again. Like give him real color, you know? Like in substance paint. But I think I'll probably have to do that tomorrow. I am starving. I think I've done about as much today as I want to do. We finished Seraphis. We finished, or almost finished. I'm gonna keep saying finish just to make myself feel better. But we basically have finished Seraphis. And looks like we've just about finished modeling my new guy, so maybe within the next 2 weeks you could see me and Seraphis up on stream together. which would be super dope. Biggest, baddest dragon stream in the world. But yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. I won't be live again until Sunday around 2 o'clock. I think on Sunday I will, if I don't have my guy finished by then I will finish him on Sunday. Yeah. Dragon collab Pog, yes. Just gonna be me the whole time. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by, Chodo. I really, your support is incredible. But I guess, let's see. I will go ahead and send you guys on a raid. Yes, thank you. Thank you, my friend. Yes. Like, see that like little heart just like fell at the end there. I'll need to update those. But I think I'll go ahead and send you guys on a raid to, let's see. You know what? I'm gonna send you guys to Satan. We're having a, or wait, no, not Satan. We'll send you to Cal. Yeah, we'll send you to Cal. They're playing Metal Hellsinger. I've never played that, but I kind of want to see what it's all about. But also, we'll send you to Calfira. And I will see all of you guys on Sunday. Peace out.